If you are like most of us, you struggle with going from point A to point B. Sometimes there are just too many uncertainties and questions for me to take that next step. Well, in this quick coaching video, we are going to tackle that struggle with practical steps that help us move to the next level. In this video specifically, we are going to move from shallow thinking to deeper thinking by applying think breaks to our weekly routine. Now, John Maxwell is very passionate about reflection and pausing. It is not hard to find his thoughts on it. You can Google, you'll find blogs, videos, webinars, books, all kinds of teachings on pausing and reflecting. He says experience is not the best teacher. Evaluated experience is the best teacher. So it's very important to pause, reflect, and evaluate on the experience. Now, if you're like me, as a high achiever, someone that moves from one activity to another, sometimes I think of when am I going to stop and pause and have a reflection time. I would do my thinking time from one activity to another. So while I'm in the car, moving somewhere else, or while I was even doing laundry, or even in a project, listening to a podcast, I could do some thinking. But that wasn't deep thinking, that was shallow thinking. There is a lot more value in the pause and the deep thinking and reflecting and evaluating on that experience. Good questions are what takes us to a deeper thinking level. So we are going to look at think break questions by using the acronym THINK. Using the letters, we're going to ask ourselves some questions that will allow us to evaluate on an experience. Now, maybe it was just the week. We want to take a think break on the week. Or maybe we just did an event and we want to take a think break on that. Or we had a speaking engagement and we want to reflect on how well we did. We're going to use the acronym THINK to help us think. Let's start with T. Tweak. What would I change? Right out of that gate, ask what would I change? And then just jot it down. It doesn't have to be full sentences. It can be bullet points. But you're thinking through and reflecting on what didn't work, what didn't connect well. Or maybe you had a goal in mind and it didn't meet that goal because of what? Take a moment and tweak what you didn't like or what didn't work, what you would change. H. How did you feel? How did you feel during that week or when you were in that moment of that event or that project? Evaluate how you actually felt. Just write down all of the emotions of what you were feeling. That will help stir up an idea or a different way to do something for next time. I. Ideas. Any new ideas you have? Now's the time to jot it down. You know you leave the week thinking, oh, I have an idea or I should have done this. I do this many times driving in the car. When I leave the office, I think of all kinds of ideas or something that we can do moving forward. This is a great idea. Well, if I can pause and have time to reflect and think through that experience and evaluate it, I can jot down all these ideas. Now, what I have learned and the value that I've seen out of that is the ideas actually grow into application. So then it becomes more of a, okay, how can I make this happen? Not just an idea, but something I truly can apply because I'm sitting there and reflecting and thinking on this idea and putting it into action. So there is value in pausing and thinking and reflecting on any new ideas. N, needs follow-up. So who needs follow-up from you or what needs follow-up from you? During this previous week, if you're taking a think break and you're looking at how your week went, what needs a follow-up from you or who needs a follow-up from you? And go ahead and put that on the calendar for when. When do I need to do this follow-up? When do I need to reach out to this person? Follow-up is very important. It helps us with closing the doors on the projects that we are working on or projects that people are bringing to us, questions they're bringing to us. Maybe the people we are leading on our team, they have questions for us or steps that we have to take. So who needs follow-up from me, especially in this coming week that I can tend to and that I can help with? So N, needs follow-up. Lastly, K, keep. This is a good one. What was a win? What was a win? What do you want to keep in your week as you're looking over your routine? What was a win for you? What was a win for the team? What was a win in the event? What was a win in the project proposal? The way you even had a relationship conversation with someone that was on your team? Maybe you just need to keep those things and you need to keep that mindset or keep that activity. Write down those wins because that will help you when you move into the next week or the next project. Remember, take a think break. Pause, reflect, because evaluated experience is the best teacher. T, what would you tweak? H, how did you feel? I, any new ideas? N, who or what needs follow-up from me? And K, keep, what were the wins that I need to keep? Well, you keep climbing, my friend. I know you can make it to that next level because I believe in you.